Welcome to Waterstone Fitness. My name is Jake. Today we are talking about something really special. This is the routine that I use to work on my handstand, and there's one special move that I want to show you. It's a back to wall handstand, but there's something special about it. It's actually going to be a flat back to wall handstand. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to kick up, my hands are turned out. They're a little bit away from the wall, and that's important. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my butt to the wall, my shoulders to the wall too, and then I can get my lower back to touch. That right there is going to teach you something very important, which is your core control. This right here is how most people do their handstand. Upside down with their butt slightly relaxed and sticking out. The shoulders are slightly closed too. It's easy to balance like that. It's relaxed, but it's not the proper alignment. To get the proper alignment, you need to know how to engage your core, keep it engaged while you're upside down, which is really tricky to do. But this move right here is going to teach you how to do that, and it's going to make your alignment perfect. So, what I wanted to do is just introduce how to engage your core first. I'm going to get my trusty little sheet right here so you can see the contrast between the floor and the ground. And then what I want to do is I want to show you what I mean when I say get in the back flat and how to do that. And you can follow along with me if you want. So this is the hollow body shape. I'm on my back looking up at the ceiling, and I'm going to hug my knees into my chest. And what that does is it forces my lower back down to the ground. I can't fit my hand below there because my core is contracting and it's rounding my lower back so it's flat. This is important because what we want in a handstand is an aligned spine, which is a straight line. And that means that we have to reduce our natural curve where I can put my hand underneath, which is what we get from standing all day, and instead curl it in. Now, we need to keep the core engaged to keep the lower back flat as we lower the feet down and extend the hands over top. If you're following along with me at home, we're gonna hold this for a few seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the important thing when I'm all the way out here is that my lower back is still flat to the ground. I can't put my hand down there even when my feet and my hands are fully extended. That's how it should feel when you are sitting on your feet. Now, the other thing that might be restricting your core is actually a shoulder flexibility problem, because if your shoulders can't fully open up so they're in line with your head, see this? How they're in line with my head? If you can't do that, and this is the maximum flexibility you can get, then that's going to mean that you're going to have to arch to compensate because your balance is going to be shifted. So, how can you test to see if your shoulders are flexible enough? Well, actually, you can do it in a really creative way where we engage the core and test the shoulder flexibility at the same time. So, for this, you need to get your heels so they're flush against the wall, and then you're going to crunch your core so that lower back is flat against the wall like you did on the ground. The hands go wide, so I'm in this W shape right here. I'm gonna raise my hands up overhead. It looks like this. So I'm here, I raise my arms up overhead, and I try to get my hands to touch at the same time that my heels touching, so I have 3 things touching, and that's it. I have my hands, my lower back, and my heels. And that right there is perfect alignment. Now, we need to learn how to do that upside down. So, while I'm talking, you can do this just to warm up your wrists because the wrists are going to take quite the beating here. We want to turn the hands out because we actually want to close the shoulder angle so we can get the shoulders to the wall. The further away the hands are from the wall, the easier this is. So, the wrists should be nice and warm now. You can always do inverted prayer and a normal prayer stretch to shake them out. And we're going to kick up, okay? So, we're doing that back to wall drill that we did at the beginning. It looks like this, remember? Kick up, and we get the butt to touch, the shoulders to touch, and then the lower back to touch. And we're gonna try to hold that here. And I guarantee you the first time you're gonna do this, you're gonna be waving all around, but we're gonna do this and we're gonna kick up 20 seconds, okay? And we're gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and up. So, butt touches, shoulders touch, lower back touches, and we're here, we're holding it. 1, 2, 3, look for that lower back. 4, 5, feel that contact. 6, 7, 8, 9, try to engage the core. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, core sucked in. 16, 17, 18, 19, and come on down. There's 20. All right, so I'm sure the core is waving all around, but getting that engagement is how you get the proper alignment in the handstand. Now I want to show you a little bit easier variation. So the same way that we did the legs tucked in to get the lower back to automatically go in, we can use that against the wall by doing a tuck back to wall handstand. So if you're having a hard time with the full extended version, let me show you the tucked wall, which is going to make it a little bit easier. And we're going to do this again for 20 seconds. Just watch me for a second though, okay? So I kick up, and it's the exact same position. I get into it. I get my lower back to touch, shoulders to touch, and then if I can't get my lower back to touch, I'm going to tuck my legs in until my back rounds, and there we go. See, right here, lower back's touching, and then my goal is to keep my core engaged as I extend my back up. And I'm playing around with that right there. And I'm looking for that position as close to extended as I can get, where my lower back is touching, and then I'm playing around with bouncing around there. So we're gonna do that for 20 seconds, okay? Get ready to go. We're going to get going in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and kick up. Make sure those hands are turned out. Get the butt to touch, shoulders to touch, and then curl the legs into your chest. Now your hands need to be far away so you don't fall here, but get your lower back to touch. And then start extending your legs up. 1, 2, 3. If your back comes off, 4. Then that means that you're gonna come back down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Try to extend all the way up. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. How far did you get? How close to fully extended were you able to get by keeping your lower back engaged? Eventually, you're gonna have to play around with it and find where your core can actually stay extended, but this is how you learn it. That's your goal. That's the little mini game that you can play to always work on that. So, we have all of this now. What we need to do is we need to work on being able to monitor ourselves when we don't have that support against the wall. So, how can we do that? Well, what we can do is actually tuck our head in to look at our core and how it's supposed to be. So if we were to do this standing, it's easy enough to do. What we do is we have our arms above our head, we feel our lower back touching the wall, we can look up at our heads, or we can look down and see what our core is doing and see how that looks. And what we can do is do that in a handstand, which we can do support, because when you get rid of the head for looking at the ground and balancing, it becomes so much harder. Your eyes are used to help find where horizontal is and give you more visual feedback, which contributes to your sense of balance. So if you look up at the sky, you lose that and the move becomes much harder. So we're going to take away the balance for a second and just look and just pay attention to what our core needs to do to get our lower back to touch the wall. What I want to do now is I want to do this chest to wall. So it looks like this. Remember, you just watch right now. Walk up and then I tuck my head up and I get my pelvis to touch the wall. And then from here, I'm imagining I'm pushing my core to the wall behind me and just watching it. This right here is going to give you a little bit better visual sense of how it looks. And your goal is to try to feel that same engagement and pay attention to how your core looks when you don't have that proprioceptive feel against your lower back, okay? 20 seconds again. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, walk up. Get yourself set up. Just against the wall, duck the head so you can see your core. Look at your belly button. And that's 1, 2, 3, keep it engaged. 4, 5, 6, 7. You can slip the legs if you want. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Close your eyes. 15, 16. Pay attention to your core. 17, 18, 19, and 20. So I gave you the cue to close your eyes there. That's because it's a proprioceptive cue. It comes from feeling your core being sucked in, that tension that you got on the ground, and try to recreate that. If you can pay attention to how it feels in your body when you're doing easier moves like on the ground versus upside down, and you just try to make those sensations so they're the same, that's how you get perfect alignment. So now, what I want to do is just wrap this up with a quick 20-second freestanding handstand. As simple as that, okay? Nothing crazy, nothing special. All we're going to do is just kick up and we're gonna hold a handstand for 20 seconds. Now, if you can't do a handstand right now, then go ahead and just stay against the wall and do the move that we just did. Everyone who can do a handstand, get ready to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Kick up, find the balance, push the fingers into the ground, and now engage the core. Push up even taller. Feel the balance. Keep it over your knuckles. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, suck the core in. 12, 13, 14, 15, like you're getting against the wall. 17, 18, 19, and 20. There you go. So that was your quick follow along workout to teach you core control with the handstand. Now, if you like this move, subscribe to get daily workouts that are going to get you strong moves like a handstand and get a strong body. You also can get these workouts delivered to your email inbox by signing up at waterstonefitness.com, where I also have the Master Handstand System, which is a complete system to take you from an absolute beginner with a handstand to a perfect handstand like we're working on today. So if you want that, linked in the description. And as always, thanks for getting better.